Hey everybody, welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm Andrew Zarian. I'm joined by the buffest of them all, Rich Stambolian.
Ooh, boy, howdy. What's going on, buddy?
Do you bring the boom?
I do bring the boom.
What else do you bring?
I also leave it at home sometimes.
I bring a really good chicken salad.
I don't want to bother people with the boom. Real quick,
Yeah.
Batcher 3000, $1.99. Happy Friday, my cool breezes. Thanks, bud.
Ooh, you know what? He's a good Sierra Mist.
Yeah.
He's a good Sierra Mist.
When was the last time you had a Mountain Dew?
I don't think I've ever had a Mountain Dew.
Really?
No, I've never. I don't think I've ever had. I was never a soda guy.
I remember I feel like I had my last Mountain Dew when I was like 14 and then was like, no more.
No, I haven't. I've never had a Mountain Dew. I've had a couple times. I've had a Dr. Pepper. I've had a Sierra Mist. Now, is that the same as a Mountain Dew?
I think Sierra Mist
more
is like
Sprite, lemon,
like
lime,
a broke ass Mountain Dew.
It's a broke ass Mountain Dew. Okay. You know what? If I'm having, I allow myself to have a Coca-Cola, a Coca-Cola Classic once a year.
Like hard Coke.
Like a hard Coke once a year. Has to be Mexican Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
They don't burn as much. Oh, no. What are we talking about?
We're talking about...
I really, no, I get it in the glass bottle. I have it once a year. It has to be like almost frozen.
Yeah.
Almost frozen. And I have it with my Chinese food. And then I feel like shit for the next couple years.
until you have it again.
Until I have it again, yeah. And then I die inside. So
yeah.
Yeah, I never consumed soda like that. Like
you
in my
like
house, we have
guy,
you know, my kids. We talk about this, and we're gonna talk about wrestling. But you know what? This is our therapy show. Rich and I have not spoken all week, so this is what happens with Mad Men. You want more wrestling? You can watch us on Tuesdays on Fightful. You want a little less wrestling, a little bit more hee on haha? This is the show for you.
Well, to be fair, I think we are breaking those rules a little bit with that Tuesday show.
I know. We're getting out there.
You get a little loopy there.
Hey, you fascist. Rich.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus, that guy's still coming after you, huh?
Yeah, he does. You know what though? He doesn't like me. I'm brown. He keeps reminding me how brown I am.
Mm-hmm.
I've never felt racism until recently. It's unbelievable. It's always
Isn't that wild?
Very, very not the group that you would imagine. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I never drank soda, but in my house, I'll give you an example. Like we don't have cookies in my house. My kids don't. My kids have never had a Chips Ahoy. Like we make stuff all the time. We get like my wife is like a crunchy mom. So like everything organic, no seed oils, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
No artificial sugars. Like we use monk fruit sugar a lot. We use almond flour for baking. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, it's different times.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Did you have all the cookies in the world in your house or no when you were growing up?
And a lot of Entenmann's.
I still love Entenmann's.
I feel like immigrant parents like love Entenmann's for some reason. So
big time.
Like me and like all my friends growing up who also had immigrant parents, this is Entenmann's overload, like all over. They smacked my microphone. Entenmann's overload, like all over the place.
Yeah.
And I was like a Pepsi kid. But now it's different, you know, like obviously like, you know, better now. Like I'll give you a good example. Like my nephew, he gets like one can of Coke a week. And that's it. And it's
my God.
It's like crack cocaine to him.
Where he's because
like,
you don't
have
get
that
it.
one can. Yeah. He's like, can I have that one can? He's like, yeah, you were good this week. And he'll go effing bonkers, dude.
My kids make cocktails for themselves. They make like mocktails.
That's right. Yeah.
You've seen it. You know one great gimmick that my kids have. They actually, whenever we have like a big party at the house, they realize it's a money pit for them. Like they could make so much money, so they become servers and they start making mocktails for people. They start bringing drinks to people, and everybody starts tipping them.
I love Hunter, my godson, but that's the only time I'll ever say no to him is when he hands me like a lime green cocktail or
with edible glitter.
Like I don't know what you put in this thing, man. I love you, but no.
Yeah. Well, you know what they do? They do like lemon and lime in a seltzer with a little bit of food dye and glitter.
For the extra effect.
For the extra effect, yeah. Guys, this show is somewhat about professional wrestling. WrestleDream is coming up. Andrade, is he in AEW? Is he not in AEW? We'll talk about that also. That has become a very confusing situation.
So, can I tell you something funny?
Yeah.
So last night I was scrolling through my Twitter X. I'm not calling it X. My Twitter feed.
It's so
and,
hard. I know.
Picture of Andrade came up, and Vicky's like, "Are you just staring at pictures of men now?" And I'm like, "No. Do you want to hear about this?" And I explained the whole thing, and I was like, "We're going to talk about it on the show tomorrow."
Did she care? Did she care at all?
Nah, she didn't give a shit. She don't care. Don't care about Andrade.
You know, like I was like I try to explain to Jess sometimes. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then he went back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left, but there's a wellness violation, and then he can't be. She's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's always a turnoff until you start talking about Shawn Michaels.
Oh yeah, and then I start pulling like clips of Shawn Michaels just doing the sexy boy dance compilations, and then it's fine. We're back to normal here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Andrade's absence. Everybody was asking online on X where he was, what happened. He showed up once and never came back.
Yeah.
And there is a contract issue with a non-compete.
Mm-hmm.
The new contracts apparently have a clause for firing talent saying that there is a 1-year non-compete clause per
That's
Brian
wild.
Alvarez. Per my Brian Alvarez.
Yeah.
We have it confirmed through multiple sources that the new TKO contracts have a clause where if you're fired, there's a 1-year non-compete. Older contracts had this, but it's standard now. Older contracts didn't. Some of them had it, but it's not. It's standard now. This is going to be a legal battle. I like how everybody became a contract attorney on Twitter yesterday.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I listen, when you're an independent contractor, you have a lot of more leeway with a lot of this stuff. I cannot imagine freezing someone for a year. That I can't imagine that ever holding up.
It sounds illegal, right?
I don't. Well, I'm not going to say it's illegal because I don't know if it's illegal, but it cannot hold up in court. Like legality wise, like I think it's a mistake. I don't think that they're liable for doing something, but this cannot hold up.
Now, wasn't the original thing like 90 days, like a 90-day no compete?
Yes.
Some had 60, some had 90, some never had anything.
And it's also like, didn't it say you can't be on television, but he could have done indies, right? Like I feel like that's part of like what the old contract.
By the way, there's a great question. How many states do you have? Did you pass the bar in, MG? He's our legal advisor. He's certified in 22 states, 28. And it's not the 28, the 28 that you don't want to be in. That's where he's certified to practice law.
A better question would be how many bars did he stop in each state?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what we mean.
He's like Ted Kennedy. He can never pass a bar.
Oh, I can't pass the bar.
John couldn't pass a bar either. Error.
There we go.
MG, can you do a Ted Kennedy impression?
Yeah, do it the good Ted Kennedy.
No.
Look at my giant head, error.
I would have to watch more of his stuff and to get it down.
All right, too much.
All right. Yeah, now you're explaining
too much MG.
Joke. Now you're explaining it. So yeah,
TLDR, buddy.
I'm leaning towards. I mean, listen, I deal with contracts all day at work.
Yeah.
I deal with 1099s all the time. You can. It's. I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah.
Personally, if you could freeze someone for a year.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
And I'm sure they're going to say, well, no, you could go to Mexico and you could do indies. You just can't go here. But who else is going to pay him the money that he was making?
Right. And it's very bizarre where it's like, okay, we fired you. You can't wrestle for a year. As opposed to, hey, we fired you. You can't wrestle for 90 days. You can't be on TV. You could do indies. You know, like who the fuck knows what the deal is with that? And also like if he knew about that contract, like why did he agree to show up on TV? And also,
that's my question.
Wouldn't the AEW legal team be like, "Hey, we took a look at your WWE contract, and you can't be on TV"?
That's the other thing. That's the question I have. So I don't know what Andrade provided to them.
Right.
I don't even know. Maybe he didn't even. Maybe he thought he had something else. I don't know. But
you trying to do a Rick Rude?
Well, I've heard Sean Rossap say that there was people in WWE that had no idea that contract existed.
Yeah.
So he may not have known.
He may not have known.
which is even more bizarre.
This is a very different company, very different company, and this is what I've been saying for
trying to do some sneaky shit.
It's not it's a post Vince company. You're not a promotion anymore. You're not a wrestling promotion. A wrestling promoter is not running this company. Vince, if you really think about it, Vince is an anomaly. Really is. The longevity that he had in professional wrestling as a promoter, not only as a promoter, but as a CEO and the marketing mind and the creative mind and the writer and somewhat talented. I mean, he really was a one-stop shop that he just hired people that could continue his message.
Right.
TKO is not set up like that. I don't. TKO is set up by corporate mercenaries.
Yeah, ironclad.
I'm not saying that in a negative or positive. I'm just telling you, these are real corporate people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
And I'm not going to listen, I'm going to say your name, right? I don't mean this in an insulting way whatsoever, okay? At all. But a Bruce Pritchard cannot be the president of a division now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm saying Bruce is obviously grandfather. He has the experience. He's been around that company forever. But a guy like him cannot come into that company with no corporate experience. The people that are running that company are like the creme de la creme.
Right. 100%.
Everybody talks about Chris, right? Chris is highly qualified in public relations. I mean, he was a Showtime boxing guy. He was from the Zone. He worked with Nick Khan. He's a shark, and his counterpart in AEW. I don't think they are at that level, and I don't listen. One is a wrestling promotion. The other one has turned into something that's unrecognizable,
right,
to a lot of pro wrestling fans. So you have to separate these two. When I look at WWE, I don't see them as a wrestling promotion anymore, and I'm not saying that as a negative. Maybe a little bit for me because I'm old now. So are you, Rich.
But your kids love it.
But my kids love it. And really, that's who it's for.
Right.
When I was a kid, I wasn't having conversations with 40-year-old men talking about Hulk Hogan's return. I was talking to my cousins and my friends in school. Yeah, so you're perceiving it differently.
Or a forum. You were on a forum.
Or forum. It's amazing. Like I see posts all the time about like, forget about Hogan post, right? Like what he did, what he said, forget about it. I'm talking like the character Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I went back and read the old Observers. Like I have all the old ones here, right? Because I order like their compilations.
Yeah.
And I really recommend, forget about what you think of Dave. Personally, I admire that man tremendously. He really set this entire wrestling journalism thing into a whole different category. But
there's not going to be anybody else like him.
There's never going to be anybody like him. He worked very hard. Listen, people get older. Things change. Their attention span changes. Their philosophy changes. They don't consume the content the same way. But I went down like old Observers about like what was being said about Hogan, and I'm like, I can't think that way because at that time I was like 8 years old, and that's all we wanted was Hulk Hogan. I didn't give
exactly.
Except for when I was 6 and I sat next to Stu Hart and I looked at Stu and Helen and I said, "Is that your boy over there?
What's his name?
Is that
Bert?
What is that your boy over there? That kid's got it."
When are you gonna light that up on the air, buddy?
I'm gonna light up the big one. This one. This is the one.
Nah, I think it's menacing.
I stopped the robber with that. Terrifying. I hit him in the head. So you gotta look at things differently. I'm able to do that, and that's the best way you're gonna enjoy content when you're able to say, okay, I really like AEW. This is what AEW is, but I also like WWE, but this is what it is. I don't compare the two in that sense. Not anymore. I can't compare.
You can't. It's impossible. And like when people start comparing, it's very different. You can get your entertainment out of both for sure. I mean, we certainly do. Like we on Tuesday, good example. How long did we talk about that John Cena AJ Styles match?
I loved it.
Fantastic WWE match. Great. Very entertaining.
I said, is that the style match? Is that the style of match you and I specifically prefer? No. But I recognize that, okay, this is a WWE spamming of specials, WrestleMania main event style match.
And it makes you appreciate the ability of both these guys
and
the
absolutely.
longevity that these guys have. Real quick, in the chat room, I think his name is I Smell Wrestling. He made a little funny comment saying Andrade got TKO'd.
He got TKO'd, yeah. So, listen, I don't know. This is a very different company. Very different company.
Sorry.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. Go ahead, MT.
He's taking a phone call.
I'm trying to bring this up. So there is precedent because everybody remembers, and Cadillac Carson reminds us, Brock Lesnar had a 10-year non-compete.
In 2004,
he was able to take it to court and get
well, he almost went back.
Yeah.
He almost went back. So when he left, WWE thought it was such a done deal that on WWF.com or WWE.com, I can't remember at the time. Like, this is like right when he left. He went to Titan Tower for a meeting. And they posted Brock Lesnar meeting on the front page of WWE.com.
Yeah.
So I guess they thought it was like happening, but you can't freeze someone like that. Especially if they're not employees.
Right.
They're not employees. If they're an employee, that's even more difficult to freeze someone like that. I mean, you have non-competes. You have NDAs and you have non-competes, but 10 years of a non-compete, that's insane.
Yeah. Do you think, okay, so let's do a little amateur sleuthing and lawyering here. Now, what if he got fired for like a really wild reason?
Also, by the way, Brock didn't get fired. Brock left, and that's why they hit him with a 10-year. Oh, Andrade,
yeah. What if he got fired for like a really wild reason and they were like, yo, you have to go?
Well, they fired him. They said that, I mean, the story is that he failed a wellness exam. I don't know what any of that, like, for what? I have no idea.
Yeah.
But, okay. I mean, if that was the reason for the firing, are you still allowed to freeze him? You don't want him there, so you're still going to freeze him for a year?
Yeah. It just seems like a weird bogus situation.
Very odd. We're going to find out. Yeah. Also, here's another issue here. Seth Rollins injured.
Yeah, that sucks.
So he got a shoulder injury. It looks like it could have been that coast to coast that he did with the flying headbutt.
Yeah. Which looked awesome.
It looked great. But it looks like he got hurt. Not good. He was removed from the Japanese house show.
Yeah.
No word if he's going to need surgery. So we'll find out, but that changes the whole picture because it was going to be him and CM Punk. And if you don't have him and CM Punk, then what do? You do a tournament for the title?
Yeah, I would love that. But
the other thing, they should put the title on Punk before anything happens.
Oh my God, yeah, 100%. That guy needs the belt. So now, do you hot potato it between Punk, Jay, and LA Knight for a little bit?
And then Gunther could come in the mix.
Braun Breaker.
Yeah. Braun Breaker
is going to be in this mix. Yeah.
You know what? You do have the ability to do something really interesting by like hot-shotting it to Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Him and Punk in the finals, and he beats CM Punk, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
His his cousin is on the way.
Zilla?
No, Brock's cousin.
Oh, Brock's cousin. Sorry.
Yeah. Brock's cousin is on the way because he's finishing up college. They had him on TV the other day. They were talking about him as a Steiner. My apologies.
He said Brock.
Braun's cousin.
Yeah. Sorry, the next talking point was about Jacob Fatu, and I thought you meant Zilla.
No. So here's another thing. Per bodyslam.com.
Yeah.
Bodyslam.net. He's suffering from a non-wrestling related injury that could keep him out into next year.
This is Jacob Fatu. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man.
Yeah. Well, didn't he show up? When he showed up, wasn't he banged up when they brought him in initially? I think he was.
Was he? I felt like he had an injury and got cleared, and then they brought him in.
Something like that, yeah. Something like that. He's fantastic. You want to talk about another guy, like a next generation talent? It's really going to be him and Braun Breaker. Like those are the guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's fantastic. Very impressive. Vince McMahon to avoid significant punishment in his reckless driving case. Did you see him? Did you saw that photo of him? What is happening?
Guy's looking like a real Pepe Le Pew right now.
Why is he looking like Pepe Le Pew?
He's got that gray streak. Like he looks like the evil gremlin from the Gremlins.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a Highlander. He's losing his powers.
Yeah.
Essentially, he pled. What did he do? He had to pay $1,000 fine. Charges will be dismissed on October 15th, which happened already.
Yeah.
Next year, if he stays out of trouble, if Vince stays out of trouble, it'll be dismissed next year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think that's a difficult
I gotta
thing.
chuckle at that.
What would your reaction be? You're at a red light, and then all of a sudden you get sideswiped by
Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I sell it?
You get out of the car and you're just like grabbing your neck and your back. Like, what do you do? Yeah.
I start cutting a promo on him.
Yeah, what does a wrestling fan do? You know, are you like,
you know what I do?
It,
you know what I do? I show him the videos that Deacon makes.
Oh, brother!
I'm like, hey, you want to see something cool?
I don't remember that.
I remember saying that. Nick Khan believes WWE fans will travel to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania.
All right.
I want to see. I want to know. I want to
believe it.
He could believe it all he wants.
Yeah.
WWE fans traveling? Yeah. If you're in Europe, I don't think you're going to get too many Americans traveling to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. What is that, a 16-hour flight?
Yeah, but that's, there's also
Minimum,
other stigmas. There's also other stigmas.
Well, yeah.
I will not be traveling to Saudi Arabia.
You're going, right?
MG is going.
Straight from Michigan to Saudi Arabia? How long is that flight?
Yep.
He's really good friends with Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll wear the turban and everything. It'll go over.
They don't
well,
wear
I'm
turbans,
sure.
you racist.
It's a kafia, you effing racist.
Is that what you say about me?
Sorry.
Can you fire this guy?
Apologies.
Yeah. There was a little Persian rug in my office, and I saw it. I'm like, ooh, I did one of those. And I sat down on it and pretended to have a steering wheel, and I started singing the Aladdin song yesterday. Yeah.
Were you by yourself or in front of other people?
I was all by myself, dude. Nobody was there. I was playing Aladdin at home.
We've
SmackDown tonight. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Well, we've talked about this a million times. Like, do you think the American WWE fan is going to be like, Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania, book me the next flight?
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. Those flights are very expensive. Those tickets are going to be very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They're experimenting.
Yeah.
They're experimenting. So I don't know. What's the expected attendance for that? They want 60,000, 70,000 people for WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I don't know.
Accessibility-wise, like what countries have the easiest accessibility to get there from Europe?
Everything in that area, right? Like, you would think, like, Greece.
Oh, Greece,
anything in the
Spain.
Mediterranean, Italy.
I guess. I mean,
Italy,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have enough? And okay, well, that's the other thing. Do you have enough fans in Europe to want to go to Saudi Arabia to watch WrestleMania?
Russia, India, China. Do you have, like,
I don't know.
Because, like, Saudi Arabia is kind of central to, like, to the
yeah, but
Eurasian
it's still not
continent,
Dubai though. Saudi Arabia is not UAE.
True.
It's not Dubai. So it's
Well, that's what they're trying to become.
They're trying to become, yeah.
And they're
not Qatar.
I don't know.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. SmackDown tonight, WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I hate this tag team. Defending against Sol Ruka and Zarya. I don't like it.
Okay.
Cody will speak out, and you got Drew McIntyre against Jacob Fatu. It's still listed, so I don't know if they... Yeah, that's the one. Sol Ruka versus Zarian. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
My little edit to the notes.
So they'll probably take him out with an injury or cancel it.
Yeah,
Dynamite Collision.
Attack.
Let's talk about this, and then we'll go right into the preview for WrestleDream, and then we'll do some questions, and I'll be out of here at 11:30 Eastern.
Yes.
What did you think of Dynamite? I did not like it. I did not like Dynamite.
Really? I enjoyed a lot of it. I got really into the Darby Mox stuff.
That was good stuff. That was fine.
And I'm like, and in my head, my theory is going to be, Mox started that promo wherever the hell they were, whatever prison facility set that they were in, The Mox started that promo saying, I know you're not going to quit, right? I feel like Mox is going to be the guy who ends up quitting because Darby's gonna pull some stunt with Renee, right? And have like Renee in a body bag covered in
my god, do they want to do that?
Covered in like gasoline or something, and then Mox will be like, all right, man, like I quit, like, and then you have like a double turn, right? You haven't seen Darby as like a full-blown heel yet, right?
A menacing Darby Allin. Is that a heel Darby versus a babyface Darby? I would love to see him as a heel.
I would love a heel, because he's doing dastardly shit. He's got tasers, he's got fire, he's got Molotovs, you know, he's dropping himself on people like all day. So a heel
What's
Darby,
his gimmick? He's an anarchist? Is that his gimmick?
I think he's just like an angry...
He's a daredevil.
He's
a daredevil. Teen. He's an angry teen.
He's an angry teen.
Chris Statlander, Tony Storm, famous last words. They did this with Renee in the locker room. They started throwing their jackets on the floor. And then Tony kissed Statlander on the head. That's how it ended. Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin with MVP versus Bishop Khan and Toa Leona with Ricochet. GOA, they won. They pinned Shelton.
Yeah.
Interesting. They're really pushing the GOA.
They're a good big boy team.
This has been a very good program for them. I don't know how happy Bobby and Shelton are. Like I can't tell you if they're what their plans are moving forward with this stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as getting these guys over, it's worked.
Yeah.
John Moxley, Darby Allin had a final face-to-face. This is what you were talking about.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I do also think that what if Darby ousts Mox as the leader of the Death Riders?
He could be a good Death Rider.
Yeah. You know, gets rid of Mox, and now it's Mox versus the Death Riders. Because you kind of want, I feel like with the Moxley character, you kind of want him fighting from underneath, right?
Yeah. You know what I would love for them to do? Okay, you ready for this? Listen to this idea. I'm taking it from comic books. Do like a reboot, like the New 52.
Yeah.
Or you do like the year 1, right? And they kind of go back to their original factions.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of goes back to the old way of Dynamite, just to reset everything. I would love for them to do something like that.
Like Jericho comes out and it's whatever that original faction.
Whatever
was.
you could do. If
I can't remember the name of that faction. Yeah.
The Jericho Appreciation Society?
No, the first one.
Oh, yeah. What was it? I don't remember. Wow.
With FTR and Wardlow and Sammy.
Yeah. Russo just stripped everybody of the titles.
Right.
But I don't know. It's getting
Inner Circle.
Inner Circle. Thank you. Inner Circle. Thank you. Don Cal's birthday celebration was shown with his family.
Yeah.
They tried to play a video of Takeshita when he was in Japan. Okada turned the TV off.
He said he hit the wrong button. You know what? Great comic timing from Okada.
Great comedic timing. Claudio defeated Roderick Strong. I was going to say Cedric Alexander. He did not defeat Cedric Alexander. Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express defeated Don Cal's family when Perry, Jungle Perry, Jungle Jack, boy, pinned Hitch and Sarah. Then the Bucks would get involved after the match, leaving Kenny confused. See, that's where I got this from. I want them to align everybody again. Start over.
Yeah. Do like a little soft reset. Maybe you'll get that. Who knows?
Yeah. Jamie Hayter defeated.
You think stuff is a little all over the place now?
A little, yeah. It's getting too sloppy. There's so many different things happening. So much. Renee's backstage. Like, what is the focus here? Who's the focus here?
Right,
is it Darby? Is it Darby and it seems like it's Darby and Mox?
Yeah.
But shouldn't it be your world championship?
Exactly.
Jamie Hayter defeated Sky Blue. Renee's backstage with Mercedes Moné celebrating her 10th championship. She's Ultimo Moné.
Yeah.
She says she's defending the CMLL title in Arena, Mexico on Friday. She did, yeah. Ultimo Moné.
Monet, yeah.
The Ops, Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, and Shibata defeated ROH six-man champions La Facción Ingobernables.
You know what? That was a great match.
And it was for the AEW titles.
Yeah.
That's true.
The AEW Trios titles. So that was a very good match.
Yeah.
So Joe's retiring next year, too.
Wow.
Interesting. Darby comes out, walking like a zombie after being attacked earlier. He would get attacked by every Death Rider for finally getting after finally getting into the ring, he told Mox he would never quit. He's like dying. They're killing him.
Mhm.
Megan Bayne defeated Harley Cameron, Mark Briscoe, and Brodito. Is it Brodito or Broditos? It should be the Broditos.
Brodito.
The Don
It's
Callis family
plural.
when King pinned Rocky Romero.
Yeah.
Okada blindsided King with a belt shot and laid out Bandito with the Rainmaker. Okada stood tall with Callis by his side as he held the tag team titles to close the show. You're going to have the Saturday tailgate brawl at 7 p.m. This is in place of Collision, by the way, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
FTR versus Jet Speed, Willow Nightingale, and Harley Cameron versus Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. The Conglomeration, Orange Cassidy, Ishii, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong versus the Death Riders. Claudio, Pac, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, Eddie Kingston, and Hook versus Turnbuckle Al. Run down this card, Rich. WrestleDream, 8 p.m. on Saturday.
I'm so happy that there's a Saturday pay-per-view. You're getting a TBS Championship appearance by Mercedes Moné. Great. Somebody will probably come out and challenge her, right? For at least one of those belts. I want somebody to come out and challenge her for like, hey, listen, you got 10 belts. I want 3 of them.
Yeah.
Somebody's just like, I want 3 of those
that's a question,
belts.
right?
Yeah.
That's a question. How is she going to drop all those titles? It seems.
Well, she's going to have to go back.
Is she going to end up vacating some of these?
Maybe she does like a whole, like, you know what? I don't even want these titles anymore and vacates all of them.
That would be hysterical.
Yeah. I'm not going to lose. I'm just going to hand them back.
Now, it would be nuts if she put somebody over for each of those titles, you know, and then kind of
I don't know.
This, like, whirlwind,
I mean, you're talking
you know?
about 10 indie bookings that people can't afford.
Yeah. Jamie Hayter versus Thekla. That's going to be a good match.
That's going to be a good match. I'm going to say Jamie.
I'm going to go Thekla. I'm going to go Thekla on that one. Tornado Trios match, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP versus the Demand, Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona. I think the Hurt Syndicate takes this.
And then you got to end it here, right? Whatever happens.
Yeah. You got to end
They've been wrestling each other for a month.
Mm-hmm. $500,000 tag team match, the Young Bucks versus the Jurassic Express, Jack Perry and Luchasaurus. I think this is going to be a fantastic match. Now, I'm going Jurassic Express on this.
I'm going to go Jurassic Express also.
Yeah, that's going to be a banger. It's a tight card. You know, we mentioned the other day, this is a very, very tight card, including the pre-show. This is a match I'm looking forward to very much. I'm sure you are too. Tag team champions, Brodito, defend against Okada and Takeshita.
I'm very interested in this.
Takeshita, the newly crowned IWGP champ, right?
Yeah.
I think Okada and Takeshita need to win the tag titles.
Yeah.
Have some kind of implosion, and then go belt for belt at some point within the next year.
Yeah. That should, you know, could you make that the Wrestle, I was going to say WrestleDream. It's not WrestleDream.
Forbidden Door?
No. The Tokyo Dome show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Imagine that. January 4th, Okada versus Takeshita. Your main event of
What happened to
Wrestle
my
Kingdom.
screen? MG, what did you click?
Nothing.
Yeah, you click something. I have no secondary display. I can't see anything.
It's whatever's dripping off his
There it
fingers.
is.
Do anything?
There it is. Now it's back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
January 4th. Imagine. Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, do Wrestle
2026.
Kingdom, Okada and Takeshita for the title.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Banger, right? That'll sell out any arena. TNT champion Kyle Fletcher defends against Mark Briscoe. I think Kyle Fletcher retains. You know, you kind of want to see every belt in the Don Callis family at this point.
Yep.
I quit match, John Moxley versus Darby Allin. As I was saying, I think Darby's going to force Moxley to quit by doing some heinous stuff with Renee.
Should Moxley take some time off?
You know, we've been saying that for the last year, and it seems like this guy has an unstoppable motor on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have the AEW Women's World Champ, Chris Statlander, defends against Toni Storm. I think she retains.
Chris? Yeah, I think Chris retains. With something happens and she retains.
And you have Hangman versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship. I feel like Samoa Joe should take it, especially if he's going to retire within the next year. Again, I'm going to use the word hot potato. Potato that belt a little bit, you know? And listen, Hangman's initial run was okay. This run's okay. Put the belt on Joe for a little bit. Bring it back to Hangman. Put it on MJF for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, they don't do hot potato, but I'm all for hot potatoing a title for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, especially since you don't have Kenny Omega in the mix, you don't have MJF in the mix, you don't have a lot of people in the mix.
Yeah.
So you could do this and set, you know, and then you could set it up where, you know, Paige loses it to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe drops it to Jay White when he returns. Jay White is the champion, then has a feud with Hangman Page, and they go like, you know, he takes 2 out of the 3, but finally drops it back to Hangman. And you could do something.
Does somebody return this weekend? Does Jay White return? Does Swerve return?
I think White's going to come back.
Okay. Does Buddy return?
I don't know what Buddy's status is, but I think Jay is almost ready, and I think they could definitely use Jay White now. And I think this is a good time for Jay White because that top has kind of cleared out.
Yes.
You know, it's cleared out right now where you don't have key players there. You don't have Swerve, you don't have MJF, you don't have Ospreay, you don't have Kenny.
Right.
You have Hangman.
Yeah.
Jericho's not there anymore. He was a former champion. A lot of these guys are gone, and I think for Jay White, this is a benefit.
Is Jericho done?
I don't know. You know, he's very quiet, and nobody's talking. A lot of people are assuming he's showing up at the Royal Rumble. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really good for him. He's done a lot in AEW.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how much more is left, but, you know, he's a guy, he definitely wants to go back. He definitely wants to make some more money there.
Yeah, do that Hall of Fame.
But remember, he was very tight with Vince. He's not been in this TKO bubble.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much he's going to enjoy that aspect of it.
Well, you also have that never say never aspect. Look at CM Punk. Who'd have thought CM Punk was going to return, right?
Yeah.
And that guy's having the time of his life.
And he's having the time of his life, so we'll see.
So who do you think is going to take that title at the end of the night?
Hangman. I think Hangman retains. Yeah,
he's going to retain and then get challenged by a returning Jay White, possibly.
I would love. They haven't done a surprise like that in a while. So he wins, and here's Jay White at the end.
Yeah, would love that. Would definitely love that.
Or what if Jay White costs him the title? What if Jay White costs him the title?
There you go. Yeah,
because you know he's never lost to Hangman, Jay White. So you can continue that.
Yeah,
I'm into this. I'm into this whole card. Very, very good stuff.
Same
Boys
here.
and girls. Let's do our questions. I have about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or I have to skedaddle.
Cadillac, hit us up with that question that you had from Tuesday. I believe it was about Thanksgiving.
What was the question about Thanksgiving?
I think it was what wrestlers would you want at your Thanksgiving dinner?
All the Maniacs. I want Hacksaw
Yeah.
Jim Duggan. I want the Iron Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the Iron Sheik. Like, are we talking past and present, or are we talking?
Let's do past and present.
Okay, I definitely want the Iron Sheik.
Okay,
that's one. We have like Yokozuna.
Oh yeah, Big Yoke
and Bob Backlund.
That's your 3 for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's my 3 for Thanksgiving. From past, current Thanksgiving. RJ City.
And this is full gimmick. Everybody's in full gimmick.
Yeah, as far as you know, gimmick goes for them sitting at Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, because I would throw Luna Vachon in mine.
Oh, Luna Vachon. She'll come out of the turkey, dude. She'll pop her head right through and rip through it.
If I had to do 3 from the past, I would do specifically from the past, Luna Vachon, Bam Bam, and Sherry's Shawn Michaels.
Scary Sherry.
No, when Shawn used to come out with Sherry, like that version of Shawn Michaels.
Current day.
Yeah.
RJ City.
Okay.
Let's go AEW. RJ City.
Sure.
Danhausen.
Okay.
And Bryan Danielson.
Beast Mortos.
That's a weird.
Okay, Beast Mortos. Pechensero.
Bobby Lashley.
Oh my God, yes, Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Beast Mortos, Bobby Lashley, and I need a third. I would go. Well, is she still? Are they still part of the roster? I totally blanked. The spooky one.
Who from AEW?
Come out. Yeah.
Abaddon?
Abaddon,
She's not there anymore. She's not there anymore.
Ah, okay. Oh, Abaddon, Bobby Lashley, and the Beast Mortos.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. WWE, who do you pick?
Current?
Yeah.
Are we going nutty?
Whatever you want.
Pentagon?
Penta, okay.
Penta? Gunther?
Okay.
Because I feel like in character, this is gimmicked and in character. I would say Pentagon, Gunther, and Bronson Reed, and the night ends with Bronson Reed doing that splash through the Thanksgiving Day table.
I'm going Jacob Fatu. Fatu.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because I would just want to see him eat like the turkey with like right on the,
doing the shit,
doing that.
Yeah.
That's one. Yeah, that's the only one. He's the only one I want from there.
I still think the Anawai family would be wild to be at one of their celebrations.
All of them, dead and alive.
Yeah, like 50 of them or whatever it turns out to be. It must be wild. I can only imagine how crazy.
I want to bring my father there, and I want my father to constantly ask every single one of them. They're from Guyana.
Just on to the next person.
Hey, listen, are you from Guyana? No, Trinidad, Guyana. He thinks everybody's all the Samoans are Guyanese or Trinidadi.
Yeah,
it's so cute too. He's an old man now.
No, Dad.
Yeah,
are you from Guyana?
The other ocean.
I went to Guyana. I went to Capo Creek. He did. My father went to Guyana.
Oh yeah. We got a super chat here from Paul Anthony Moss. MG, can you pop that on the screen, please?
Got it.
If you're Tony Khan, would you try and bring in the Rascals, Lee, Wentz, and Miguel, or just Wes Lee?
That's a good question. Their roster's so freaking large, man. I would just go Wes Lee. I would go Wes Lee.
You know what it is? Here's my issue, and I think I finally I'm able to put this out there as eloquently as I can. They have such a big roster, and it doesn't seem like they have stuff for a lot of people to do storyline wise.
Well, yeah, they appear and then they don't do anything.
Right. Because like it's a little spread out, I think, for my liking. we're not poo-pooing on it, but I think it's a lot, with all these moving parts and the changes that they have to make. The Death Riders are a constant, right? I think the Ops have been a constant. Hangman himself has been a constant, but then a lot of the other Tony Storm has been a huge constant.
Yeah.
Right. It's great.
Yeah. The last year and a half. Yeah.
Great long-term stuff. But when you have like the Paragon, which was kind of forced together because Adam Cole is on leave, right? Like you have things like that happen. The absence of Jericho, Ospreay leaving, Swerve getting injured, MJF. Like there's a lot of people there with nothing really to do, and it's a big roster. I wouldn't want that for the Rascals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious about that, where they could go. I mean, listen, a lot of these guys, they could end up back in TNA. They could go to TNA. Yeah. They could end up somewhere else, MLW. There's a lot of places to go. There's a lot of places to go, but there's a lot of places that aren't paying you.
Exactly. Yeah. What else do we have here? Here's a good question. MG, could you pop this up from Mod Revolve? #AskMattman.
Let's see. Can you pull it up?
I can find the damn thing.
It's close
you're
to
way down at the bottom here. I was going up to the top of them. All right, we can do this one.
What do you trade the WWE for? Andrade's full-time release.
I give him Danhausen. And 2 future prospects.
2 future prospects.
I'd give 2 future prospects, and I'd give Danhausen.
Can you imagine Danhausen on NXT?
He needs to go there. I don't. This is why I think differently, because my thing is marketing first.
Right. Exactly.
Dude, for all the good that AEW does, they drop the ball in a lot of these scenarios. 1 is Danhausen's marketing. 2 is Penta's marketing. 3 is Ray Phoenix's marketing. You have the ability to sell things. Darby Allin's marketing.
Harley with the puppets.
Harley with the puppet. You have these opportunities, very unique opportunities to have guys like this. I mean, look, I absolutely love this guy because of his freaking gimmick. I mean, he's a Dracule. This will be over. I mean, he would maybe have to change the face paint a little.
Yeah.
Because that's the isn't that the what's his name face paint? The Pazuzu face paint or whatever? What
Pazuzu.
face paint is that?
Like
I don't know.
Pazuzu, like from The Exorcist?
I don't know. This is such a
I
great
think it's
figure.
fine.
Who made
It's
this?
King Diamond?
Ringside.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, they do a lot of good stuff.
You know, you could sell the mask, you have the cape, you have all of that. Like my kid loves him.
Yeah.
So, you know, he would benefit greatly being, and he doesn't have to be anything. He could just be like a mascot. You know, have him in some of these matches, have him in, you know, face the luchadors. He could do something funny, and then he could do something where like he's CM Punk's like companion. Ooh, like I got it. You ready?
Please.
What was the alien's name that Fred Flintstone would speak to?
Oh, the Great Kazoo?
The Great Kazoo. So you make him into like a Great Kazoo, but nobody else sees him except for CM Punk.
I love that, to be honest. The nice Great Kazoo reference.
All right. So like he's like backstage, he's the champion, and he's like Danhausen is there, and he's talking to Danhausen, and someone else walks in the frame, and he's like, "Who are you talking to?" And he's like, "Oh, Dan," and there's nobody there.
Lady B in the chat. The Danhausen and Mr. Iguana tag team.
Oh, great.
Oh,
You know what? Here we go. Mr. Iguana's not even on the main roster. Mr. Iguana had like 2 appearances, and all of a sudden they're selling those stupid lizards.
And everybody's in love with the guy.
And everybody's in love with the guy.
Because you have it's super interesting too, and like I think that's the positive of WWE. People want to take a dump on WWE, but that you cannot deny that mass appeal.
Listen,
right?
it is a toy company. Listen, in the 1980s they were a toy company first. 1990s they were a toy company first. They were merchandise second, and they were pro wrestling third.
Yep.
I don't. The toys are such an important part of this.
Toys and merch. People love merch. That's the thing. Again, not to poo-poo
You think
on
G.I.
AEW.
Joe? Dude, you like G.I. Joe, right? Or no?
I love G.I. Joe.
Okay, I miss G.I. And G.I. Joe didn't do it for me. I think because I'm like that 1 or 2 years younger.
Yes.
If it wasn't for G.I., if it wasn't for the toys, would the show have been as successful?
No, it was always toy line first.
Always.
Yeah.
Same with the Ninja Turtles.
Same thing with Transformers.
WWE got on that board too because they had Sergeant Slaughter involved in that at one point in the 80s.
The AEW stuff reminds me of the WCW merch from the 90s where it was non-existent. You know, where like they could have done some cool shit and they just never did, you know?
I don't think, because you need the to be a wrestling company, to be an entertainment company, and then to also be like a top level merchandise company, like toys and apparel, is very difficult. It's not like an even comparison. You could be super successful, but you have no strategy in place, really. I'm not saying AEW doesn't have a strategy, but it's just very difficult when WWE always positioned themselves for the last 40 years as a toy a toy brand, a t-shirt brand, whatever you want to say. Video game brand.
Mm-hmm.
They've had these partnerships there forever.
Yeah.
And they realized the success of that company relied on their toys.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm still displaying behind me. That people are still collecting to this day.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Cardona has had a resurgence as a toy collector.
Oh, yeah. So, like figures are huge now. I will say those AEW figures, they're great. Pretty fantastic.
They are
pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of them were, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of them are shelf warmers because I see a lot of them on sale at different stores sometimes. Yeah. But those figures are effing awesome.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah.
They look great. All right, let's do another one.
So I'm going to give you 4 questions. Sorry, Rich, I'm going to do this. I got 4 questions about returns. So I'm going to rapid fire put them on the screen.
Okay.
The first one is involving MJF. Then this one's Jay White.
Okay, Jay White return at the end.
Baker. Yeah,
okay.
And then Keith Lee.
Okay,
so
let's go
4
through
of them. So,
all right, so fire. Where the heck is Keith Lee? I'll start with that. I have no idea. I think he's done. Yeah. I would not. I don't.
Done with AEW.
I can't imagine him returning on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that was a dud, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Does Britt Baker return? I don't know. That's another one. Very quiet.
Yeah.
You know, obviously something happened.
Out of the loop completely.
Something happened. I have some ideas, but it's a shame. It's another bizarre thing.
Yeah.
And here's the 2 more legit ones.
Jay White return at the end? I think so. I would hope so.
Yeah, I would love that.
Big surprise.
Now, if Jay White returns, does he still do the Bullet Club shit?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. When MJF returns, any chance he comes back for Saturday? I don't know if he's coming back for Saturday. I would keep him on. I would keep him on TV. Have him return on TV.
Mo's ex, great comment. Stone Cold running at WrestleDream.
Oh, Jesus.
I would love that. What?
You call yourself the Hangman?
Fantastic.
Stone Cold versus Hangman. That's a WrestleDream.
That is a WrestleDream. That's a Wrestle Fever dream.
If you could have Stone Cold in his prime,
in AEW
versus anyone in AEW, give me 3 dream matches.
Kenny Omega,
1,
Bobby Lashley,
2,
and Samoa Joe.
Oh man, Stone Cold versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
I feel like that would, if you put both those guys against each other, Samoa Joe versus Stone Cold would be a year-long feud.
Oh my God, that'd be so good.
It would be amazing.
No, the one
Can you imagine if Steve Austin actually had opponents when he became world champion?
Oh my God.
Like
if he had a Samoa Joe or even a CM Punk or a Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Wild stuff.
Do the Saudis pay enough money to get CM Punk and Steve Austin in a match?
Oh my God.
I mean, never say never, right?
Never say never.
The one that comes to mind for me is Orange Cassidy and Stone Cold for some reason.
You know what's still bizarre to me? That Stone Cold Steve Austin had a competitive wrestling match with former Ring of Honor world champion. Can you know what I mean? Kevin Steen.
Kevin Steen, yep.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
think of that. I want you to think of that. Do you think Kevin ever thought that he would have a WrestleMania match against Steve Austin? You know when he probably thought that? When he was 13 years old playing a video game.
Oh, yeah. And also, it was a very entertaining match. It was fantastic.
It was really good. Yeah, I loved it.
It was really good. I think I feel like that works, right? But if you have, we're going to talk about Stone Cold for another couple of minutes here, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, and I got to go like in 2.
If you have a Stone Cold versus Orange Cassidy, I feel like that would ruin the Orange Cassidy gimmick because of Stone Cold's character.
Oh, how about Stone Cold and Danhausen?
I'd love that too. But they become buddies at the end.
Yeah, and he does the face paint and the cape.
Oh,
and
my
Danhausen shaves his head and grows the beard.
Mm-hmm.
They do a freaky.
How do you like that?
Okay,
I want a freaky son of a bitch.
There you go. Freaky Friday them. Freaky Friday them.
Yeah. Danhausen's in Stone Cold's body.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for today.
Right.
I'll be back on Sunday, Wrestling Observer Live. Head on over to WrestlingObserver.com. Tuesday, we're back. Fightful. Beyond the Bell. And that's it. We'll see you all next time. Take care.
All right. Love you guys.